this place here is, at times, very active, but I feel that these souls here there's more kindredness to them. Also, can I just say, because I was very aware, and I'm drawn now out to the front because, you see, I saw, firstly, a carriage with 4 horses, and I heard the clipping of the hooves and the carriage being drawn up and what have you. And then another carriage. There seems to be 2 carriages. But outside, I feel that these carriages, at some time or other, have been heard, experienced.
Well, we'll go outside and wrap up warm. OK. Shall we go downstairs?
Yes.
Before we ventured outside, Jason set up the flower experiment. It was pitch black, freezing cold and very windy.
Blowing a gale.
We were determined to walk around the stones and maybe find out from Derek their purpose.
Oh, it's so eerie. Look at those
Yes.
stones.
It seems as if as we're coming in to the middle of this group of stones, as if I'm hearing repeatedly a chanting. It seems as if I've got a circle of women and I've got a circle of men that are separate. And the men seem to be, to me, it's like, you know, when a person chants a mantra.
What's the purpose of the chant, do you think? Why are you hearing this? Is it...
I feel, in actual fact, as we've got the conditions now, which are dreadful, aren't they?
Yep.
You know, early hours of the morning, it seems as if they're chanting, and it seems to be in encouragement of the elements. You know, it's like as if the ladies are looking up and are so happy to see the sun, because, you know, it changes here to complete clear blue skies. And I feel it's the elements,
Some form of nature worship of the sun god. Then,
Yes, of nature, yeah.
Okay.
And it seems very, very, very strong. And again, this is residual. This is not active.
Okay.
It's residual, going back in feeling. I'm not in any way at this point aware. I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but I'm not aware of an individual spirit active in this section. At all.
What the hell is that?
What? Where?
What is that?
That's okay.
Oh my
that's,
God, what
that's
is
okay. That's all right. There's
They're 2 people.
2 people.
They're not spirits.
Yes. They did look. He did look for a
Well,
moment.
one had a hood on, and I thought, oh my
It's
God.
the druid priests come to haunt us.
Oh.
There's some really large megaliths over in that way, Derek. Should we move over there and see if you pick anything
yeah,
up there?
Jason. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
move very slowly, everybody.
Okay. This wind is fierce, isn't it?
Oh.
These stones. My psychic feelings leading as I come very close to them seems to me to be like symbolising a gateway of thought, a gateway. And even though there's 3, this being virtually to the middle of the outer 2 outer stones, seems to be the lead stone.
Well, it's actually part of an enormous ring. There's not.
Yes.
There's 98. There's
Yes.
actually 98 of the stones.
But this is the gateway, the 3. And it's got something to do with a belief of something to do with a trilogy.
That,
So-
that might make sense actually with one of the theories of why the stones are here, because pagan sort of beliefs dictate that part of their faith is the goddess. It's a triple goddess,
Yes.
maiden, mother, and crone, which sort of links in with what you're saying about trilogy. So
Yes, the trilogy
sort
is
of
very
makes
strong
sense.
here, Jason.
yeah,
Absolutely.
let's see if we get anything on the stone.
See, they're not playing up for us, are they?
Well, there should be absolutely no electromagnetic energy
Yes.
at all here. So
Yes.
even like a tiny fluctuation would indicate something unusual.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel that a particular man chanted his own physical mantra before these all joined in, all the followers. He would do this on 3 different occasions within given 24 hours. There were set times. That's it. Thank you, Sam. The trilogy of 3. We set our clock from the 3.
what you're sort of saying there is that this is some kind of timepiece. And that's the theory with Stonehenge, which is near here, isn't far away, another stone circle. But there are actually 3 stone circles in Avebury. I mean, this gives you the impression there's one, but there are 3. We are in one of the 3 stone circles.
Okay, well, fine, that's good. Now, that would also help me with this, where I've just been... If there are 3, and it links in with the trilogy of 3, you're going to have, again, with the 3, the main stone. So there would be 3... As you've said, 3 stone circles. So there would be 3 of the likes of the level of this man heading the 3 circles of stones.
At exactly the same time.
At exactly the same time to bring in the power and what have you.
I see.
And you know the moon. Thank you. Sorry, Ivy. The moon. The moon has got a lot to play, not the sun. The moon has got a lot to do with the 3.
Well, it has, because in pagan belief, the sun and the moon are like opposites. The moon represents the feminine, the sun represents the masculine. And
Yes.
the 2 together, the duality of the 2 is very much part of pagan belief, which is intrinsically linked with sites like Avebury and Stonehenge. So it does link in that they would have been perhaps worshipping the moon, if you like, or worshipping the sun, or an amalgamation of the pair.
So was Derek's theory of the stones being a timepiece correct? It's unlikely the truth will ever be fully uncovered. But the weather was getting worse, so it was back to the Red Lion to continue our investigation.
Ves, Jason, Sam was saying to me a little bit earlier on to readdress something because it's most important. And I said, of course, Sam, of course. And he said, you talked about Florence. And I said, yes. And then suddenly he takes me and, you know, I seem to just be taken backwards and falling and falling and falling and falling. And I seem to be at the bottom of something and I can't get out. And I feel here, is it this area? It's a well. So Florence is linked with the well, or something to do with the well. Can you find out about something to do with the well?
There is a story connected to somebody being thrown down a well, but it's not in this area.
Right. Can I say to you, the link's up here with a well, and you will find the connection and the link with Florence. Florence is not the wife, okay, as we talked about earlier, of Edgar. Florence is in the well. Florence went down the well.
Why did she go down the well?
She was killed.
Why?
She certainly didn't fall down. She was thrown down.
Who threw her?
I get the impression of 3 men. 3 men.
Derek's spirit guide Sam did not give us any further information about Florrie and the well. We moved to the upper story of the inn, where the crew voted for me to spend time in the heavily haunted private room. I had to face whatever terrors it might hold alone.
Being very brave. I'm that flipping stupid.
Right, now look, just as a little tip, a helpful tip. Even when you go into the bedroom and you sit there in the quiet, okay, which you will, like we all will, if you start to feel any little sensations coming across your forehead, down underneath, like tingling sensation under your eyes, or even to the top of your head, or even to the base of your neck, all you have to do, don't be, panic or anything like that. No,
It's
it'll
easy
probably...
for you to say.
I know, but honestly, it's they're not here to hate or anything. But I just feel that may happen. It may happen in other places. But if it does, just say bless you. You're most welcome, and that gives that individual that reassurance. Okay, that you're not going to be scared. They don't want you to be scared.
Right.
Honestly, However, if I think it's quite lovely actually. If you've got your hands out with that and you feel anything of warm sensation or tinkle in your hand, the person's actually holding your hand. I think that's lovely.
Right, don't tell me more. Don't tell me more. Don't tell me more. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Okay.
Right then, shall we go?
Just relax.
I can't relax, okay. I am petrified. I just want to keep looking at the camera because I don't want to look around anywhere else in case I see something. I cannot last an hour like this. What the hell was that noise? and the wind outside is blowing.